Hello, I was just wanting to do a video on my Blaser BD14. It's a combination gun made in Germany by Blaser. Um, it's been my dream gun for a long time. I finally got one last fall. Gun shop near to me really helped me out and surprisingly got one for me in a pretty short amount of time. There was another shop here in the US that had one. Kind of sounds like they had it for a while and weren't really able to sell it. And like, I got it for a really good deal for what it is. They're not cheap. But yeah, my dream gun, I'm finally going to be taking it to Alaska to shoot a caribou, hopefully. Maybe a wolf, some ptarmigan, and yeah. I'll just go ahead and go over it. This one is in 308, 20 gauge, and 22 Hornet. I'll put it together, certainly too. Got a little bit of dirt on it, but the wood's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, here's the calibers. So got 20 gauge, 22 Hornet, 308. It's pretty neat arrangement. So got the 20 gauge up top, 308, 22 Hornet. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's accurate, but not sub MOA. I mean, it's not a PRS rifle, but it does a lot of things, and I'm pretty happy with how it does. The 22 Hornet barrel shoots really amazingly. I'm using some RWS ammo for it. I reload, but the RWS ammo does really amazing out of it. So, in older combination guns, to get the two rifle barrels or multiple rifle barrels to hit at the same spot, they'd have to do a process called regulation. They would desolder, push in or out a wedge, and just kind of adjust how the two barrels were hitting. Well, Blaser has that process a lot more modernized. So if we look at the business end here, you'll see that that 22 Hornet barrel is free floating there, and you can just ever so slightly see a little piece pushing up against it. Well, that's connected to that screw's just a cap, but underneath there's a Torx, you might be able to see, and you screw that in or out, and that tensions the 22 Hornet barrel just ever so slightly, and that's the left and right adjust of the 22 Hornet barrel. And then for elevation, up under the handguard here, and I'll put it all the way together after this. For the elevation, you see, got the 22 Hornet barrel again, and then there is another cap and Torx screw. Yeah, so that's how you adjust the elevation. And what you're doing there is what you would really do is sight in your 308 barrel, and then you would sight in your 308 barrel to your scope. Then you would sight in the 22 Hornet barrel to the 308 barrel. And I've gotten them right on top of each other. Well, actually not quite right on top of each other. I have the 308 just a hair high at 100 yards, and I have the 22 Hornet exactly on at 50 yards. So that's how I handle that is I want the 22 Hornet to be just a little bit closer. I don't think I'll be crazy far from any ptarmigan. Never hunted them before, but the season opens a couple days into when I'll be out in the wilderness. Does have some iron sights. I will say the comb on it is pretty high for me. So looking at the front sight when I'm shooting the 20 gauge, I'm definitely aiming underneath. But I really don't want to have any work done to this just absolutely beautiful stock. It's kind of a shame that such a beautiful stock, though, isn't perfectly fit to me, but it's the most beautiful stock I've ever had. You can see there's some scratches in it. That's why I got it for a good deal. Scratches or dents, but absolutely love it. Got some good engraving. Got a fox and a duck. Got some red deer. Red deer in engraving basically look the same as elk, but it is European, so most likely red deer. I have also shot a duck with it. I have another video on that. Everything I've gotten it with it is a duck, a whitetail, a snake. The snake, funnily enough, was with the 22 Hornet, not the shotgun. But yeah, I take the shotgun out pretty regularly. So question you might end up having is 3 barrels, 2 trigger, what's up there? So front trigger, 308, rear trigger, normally 22 Hornet. And then if you just push that, then the rear trigger turns into the 20 gauge. And every time you open it up, it switches back to 22 Hornet. So if you're shooting the shotgun a lot, you're hitting this button a lot. But it's, despite like being pretty modern and fancy, it actually doesn't cock on opening. You have this cocking lever here, so push it forward. I might not be able to do that while it's disassembled, but this is a great time for me to assemble it. Kind of hard with one hand here, but it'll be okay. Perfect. Yeah, now that top lever has come all the way around. Definitely have some dirt in the checkering there. That's all it is. Should get that out of there. But yeah, so now the top lever's over and I can cock it. Sorry. All right. All right, so now it's cocked. So it's cocked. I don't know exactly the inner workings, but it's like 2 hammers in there because like you can only shoot like 308, 22 Hornet. You wouldn't then also be able to switch and shoot the 20 gauge. But yeah, so then if you need to reopen it, it should decock if I pull this over, but I just like to manually decock it. When you're decocking it, you have to push like down a little bit too as you're pushing forward. It's kind of subtle, but get used to it pretty easily. Sorry about that. And then I do have this Swarovski Z8i, and I have checked the zero before and after taking the scope off and putting it back on, and I have no issues at all. So you just do that and that, and then got it on there. Pretty slick rifle. And so yeah, this is a 1 to 8 power scope. So I haven't done it actually yet, but you could leave it on 1 power. Yeah, it's on 8 now, but yeah, you could leave it on 1 power and just shoot through it pretty regularly. Yeah. Sorry, my camera only was recording for so long before it automatically stopped. But yeah, I have these really cool ammo holders for it too. They're both from the same company, but under 2 different names. From what I was reading, they thought that this name wouldn't sell quite so well in the US. Kind of don't sound the best. So that's what they're sold as in the US. And I had a really hard time finding the bock drilling insert. So I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but this type of drilling is called a bock drilling. That's what the BD is in BD14. Like bock drilling essentially just means 3 different barrels. A regular drilling is normally 2 shotgun barrels in 1 rifle. But yeah, love this ammo holder. This one will hold 4 shotgun rounds. It has loops for 3, like 308 and 4 22 Hornet, but you can stuff a little extra in there. So I have the bock drilling insert. I have just like a regular combo gun insert that has just rifle and shotgun. And then I have one that is rifle only. I think they also have a shotgun only if you wanted, but these are the 3 I wanted. But yeah, I'm very excited to take this rifle up to Alaska. I'll get some video posted of my caribou hunt. Hopefully I'm successful there. And yeah, I hope this provided some information. Either if you haven't heard of the BD14 before, or if you're like me and passionately looking for one, could never find one, just go to your local Blaser dealer. They'll get you set up. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.